Hello YouTube, Chester Boyer, and surprise, surprise, another Unitroborn review. So, this here is EbiSushiPatoCar from Unitroborn Machine Robo Universe. This figure came out in July of 2025, and it's compatible with any Unitroborn figures that you own. So, now, if you're familiar with Unitroborn, you know it's basically two random items that combine into a robot or an animal. So if you just get a little refresher there. So, and of course that series started in 2022. So, if I can recall, yeah, I think it's 2022 when Unitroborn started. So, yeah. So what we got here is EbiSushi and the PatoCar. So, now if you're familiar, if you've got any Unitroborn figures from a few years ago, the molds look maybe familiar. You see, this one is a recolor of an existing unit, well, from last year. While the EbiSushi unit is mostly a recolor, plus there's a new molding for the top bit, which we'll take a look at right now. So here is the EbiSushi unit. You can tell from it is a shrimp roll, which is where ebi in Japanese means shrimp or crawfish. So yeah, it's mainly just a recolor of the Maguro Sushi unit, which of course. I think this came out in 2023, if I can recall, which was this one here. This is the tuna roll one, which came with the fire engine, which, forgot to transform this thing back to its vehicle. Here it is. So here's the Maguro Sushi fire engine set, which came out 2 years ago. And you can see side by side. You can see it's got the same plate mold, but just a different color scheme. Of course, we got the Sushi Row logo on the bottom here, which, yes, this is the second time we got a Sushi Row themed Unitroborn figure. This is the first one, so, yeah. Yep, you can see. Now, the only thing that's a bit unique about the mold here, well, the only bit of it, is that you can see it's actually pegs right here, which those will come into play once we get to the combination. And of course, this one doesn't. So, yeah, there you go. Now, it's got the same exact issue I have with the Maguro Sushi unit, that the sides open very easily, which is my big gripe with this thing. So, yeah. Yeah, it's still present in this one, but yeah. Now, let's get on to the recolor bit. This is the PatoCar, which is a Japanese-style police car. And, of course, here is the one that came with the rice ball unit, which is, of course, let's bring in the rice ball unit. This one here, which of course this set came out last year. You can see this is like an American-style police car. This one here, what you're looking at here, is a Japanese-style police car. So same molding, just a different color scheme. Especially the siren lights here, being all red. Of course, we've got the word police on the back. And you can see there's a big difference here. Is of course the clip is of course green, and of course the waist and this bit here, which will become the waist, and it is orange. So yeah, that's all. So, with that out of the way, let's get into the combination. Alright, so combine these two simply. Put the PatoCar unit upside down and put the EbiSushi unit on top. This will cause the sides to place to open, and it will cause the PatoCar, well, the front of it to split open. And this will cause this to split open. And this is where the manual bit comes into play. So, fold those down, become the feet. Fold down this bit there, that panel there. Okay, this came undone, but it's all right. So flip this up like that. And of course, flip this up. Now, if you want to, you could leave like this, well, with this facing up. And this is what's unique about this. You can see there's actually holes, well, on the side of the where the shrimp tails are. You can actually detach these bits here, and this will become arm blades. So now, Maguro Sushi Fire Engine could not do this because these on that figure. These just popped off for no reason other than just for safety, but this time they have a purpose. So there you go. So you can give them a pair of arm blades if you wish. So yeah, pretty neat. And to be fair, it does save a lot of shelf space too. To be honest, because hey, the parts of the plate here just sticks out a lot, pretty far. But if you want to save shelf space, just plug them into the side here, and boom, there you go, problem solved. So yeah, here's EbiSushiPatoCar. So let's take a close look. So we've got the head design, which looks roughly the same as Sushi, which let me bring that in. Here's the head of Sushi, which it's a bit different. You got the music note. Well, they vaguely look like music notes, vaguely, but you see there. See, and what's neat about this, the forehead bit here resembles a shrimp roll on a plate, and of course you see the Sushi one. It's a tuna roll, so pretty neat. Of course, we got the Sushi Roll logo on the chest here. We've got the nice metallic blue paint there, so yeah, pretty neat. Articulation, well, ball jointed shoulders. That's all you get. This is just for transformation. So, of course, he's got an ab crunch, but that's for transformation. So, yeah. Now, we're going to show some comparisons. All right, let's do some comparisons. So from the left, here is Sushi Fire Engine. Oh, got the sword all upside down. You can see there is next to his predecessor, right there. And, of course, we got the PatoCar unit, again, having the same, just a recolored mold of an existing one. Here is Rice Ball Police Car. So, yeah. Yeah, pretty neat. You can see, out of the three, Rice Ball Police Car is still the tallest because of the kibble, for the Rice Ball unit. So, yeah, as you can totally see. So, yeah. That is that. Now, like I said before, about the plate bits here, they just come off for no reason. Like I said before, they came off for no reason other than just for safety. That's all they do. And you want to question? Yes, you can put the sword that came with Sushi into his hand here, which you can still do that. But really, what's the point if he has arm blades on the side? I mean, what's the point? So he's good enough. So yeah. Last but not least, we're going to show off some example combinations. Here's a quick one. So here is EbiSushi Fire Engine, and then here is EbiSushiPatoCar. So there you go. Not too bad. So yeah, there you go. And last but not least, here is Rice Ball PatoCar and Ebisushi Police Car. So let's do a quick little run around. So yeah, there you go. Nothing too crazy. And that's it. So overall, Unitrobo EbiSushiPatoCar is highly recommended if you're a fan of Unitroborn and are into some crazy combinations. And of course, if any of you have been collecting if any have owned Unitroborn at this point, and a lot of them, maybe a couple, then you can make some crazy combinations like I shown earlier. So yeah. Well, and then what they do like about this is that they did make use of these extra plate pieces. And again, like I said before, these came out for no reason on Sushi, and they'll plug, and that's it. But I'm glad they actually put some effort in by adding a peg onto the existing mold so you can make a weapon out of it. So that's pretty neat. So yeah, again, they just become arm blades. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, Bandai's been a bit slow with Unitroborn this year because this is most recent one. I think it's been like almost a whole year since we got new Unitroborn figures. I mean, the most recent ones we got, which were from last year, in December of 2024, which was Jacariko Crane and Pizza La Police Motorcycle. Yeah, so it's been like 7 to 8 months since we got a new Unitroborn figure, but I guess because, Bandai has a lot, of course, no pun intended. Bandai has a lot on their plate, so, again, no pun intended there. So, yeah, because, Gojuger, the upcoming Kamer Zets, and, all that stuff. But I can forgive them, but, there might be a new Robo figure coming out, later this year. I don't know. I mean, this could be just the only one they're going to make, but, yeah, but it's okay. This figure's okay. So, yeah. So thanks for watching. Like what you saw, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon next to it. If you want to follow my Twitter /X or like my Facebook page, links in the description. So I will catch you next time.